directional reading for Fox. Elements and center. So 5 cards. North, east, south, west, center. North, King of Pentacles. East, the World. South, the Knight of Wands. West, the Four of Wands. Center, the Ten of Cups. North is Earth, and you have the King of Pentacles. The place that you feel home and feel secure. And for belonging, sometimes I think this person is in this picture has everything in front of them. They have abundance, but there's also these big mines around them. So part of it is this having many jewels, having many privileges, and then being aware of the thoughts around. And also because this is a Pentacles card, connecting into that earthiness of feeling belonging, doing ritual to ground into it in a physical sense in one's body. And I think when we engage with people in movement in a way that feels embodied, maybe there is an opportunity for extending connection and touch with friends. This card is essentially somebody walking on a yellow brick road, and the star on the road says Daddy. Can I ask, and may I suggest, that you find some erotic fiction and get embodied, and maybe queer erotic fiction or queer porn, if that's something that feels good to say, this is my community, this is my home. The King of Pentacles in North. East is air. Air is the mind. And we have the world. And the world is that wholeness and completion and cycle. And the combination of all elements. And for me, this person is holding their hand at their heart, the place where they feel at home and connected. And maybe it's also the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Is there ways for you to step outside your comfort zone with connection? I'm being very strongly with the little cards that have come up, called to talk about connection and queer community. Is like, at the moment, it's not an in-person thing. There isn't a gay bar that we can go to. There isn't a picnic or a pride thing. This is Pride Month, so how do we find the community and do it in a new way? And this is a major card, so in the thought process, because this is the Swords card, in the East position, by it's what I mean by Swords card, how do we think about things differently, and how do we change a new pattern of thought? And maybe it's not thought, maybe it's the voice and speaking up. And I challenge you to be like, okay, so I need to ask for a need to be met, and this is going to be a new shift in my life of bravery and stepping outside my comfort zone. Bravery in a way that feels caring for self, not risky, and turn a new leaf in the way that you speak, in the way that you think and voice your needs and show up in community. I don't know whether that is advocating for oneself or doing it more of a intimate setting. Either way, there is big change in that mental/vocal space that I think is important, and taking care of yourself and nurturing it, being kind in the world with the World card. Next we have South. South is Wands and Fire, and Fire also we have the Fire Starter, the Knight of Wands. Now there's a fly in here. Now the fly has left. The Knight of Wands, this is somebody who is creating change and advocating and standing up and being seen. But there is a shift and change in it. There's movement, there's action, there's something feisty. So what fires you up? What makes you really excited? If you think about the things that you're interested in, the things that you're passionate about, where does that little flame inside you get ignited and kindled? What makes you go, oh, I can't wait to do that thing? I feel like sometimes we get so wrapped up in the world of doing what we're supposed to do, doing what we have to do, doing what we're expected to do, doing what we're paid to do. So that moment of what am I excited about gets forgotten. The thing that being passionate about doesn't have to be something that is defined by society's terms of success. This person looks like they have been out painting the town, doing like murals or graffiti. And there's a sense of confidence. You know you can do it. You know you belong. You know your voice is worthy. This card is asking you to believe it and be, you know, maybe confident or cocky about it. Cocky in like a, I know this and I believe this, therefore I can do this thing as a result of it. West and Water, we have the Four of Wands, and this one is aptly subtitled Harmony. And the Four of Wands, well, there's that making of music or moving to music or performance in a way that feels like a channel for emotions. 4s are a challenge. So where is that place in you that you can channel some of that emotional energy into performance? But part of that performance part, like this person is on stage playing the accordion, is like being seen and being willing to be seen by others. You belong, but if you're standing at the back of the room, are people really going to know that you're there? If you're this is not a shrinking violet. This card is somebody who says, I have a skill, I have a talent, I'm musical, I can perform, I can sing. And in harmony with community, in harmony with self, there's a whole bunch of beautiful flowers around this card. And it's like, how can my emotional self and my passionate creative self, so you got 2 wands cards here. So whatever the fiery, passionate thing that you gets your heart excited, these 2 things are telling you that it's time for them to be given space in your life. And that maybe there is an imbalance at the moment, and to get balance, more of this has to happen. And that might mean less of the mundane, less of the shoulds need to be done, and more of the I want to's need to be done. And so beautifully, as this deck always does, in the center spot, the soul, the energy self, we have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is a little queer family. And I want to ask you to say, where is your family space? What does it feel like home? You've got 2 cards that represent home and security. The 10 of Cups and the King of Pentacles. What does, defining that thing that makes you feel like, I know that you felt that feeling. And in the center, it's saying, I deserve to show up and demand this. I deserve to show up and be loved. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to belong. I deserve to be safe. I deserve to have home. You have a beautiful home. What do you need in it to feel that way? Is it inviting somebody into your space? Is it connecting with somebody who has taken up that space in the past? Mars and Pisces. Pisces is emotional, so we have a lot of emotional, passion, creative space happening here. And so, the 10 of Cups asks you to redefine happiness, security, wealth, home, and to sink into and celebrate the things that you have around you, the fact that you exist, the fact that you are where you are, and to celebrate your life the way it is, because when you celebrate that, it gives you energy to be able to go then out into community and be active and be proactive, to feel joy and moments of victory in times that have been hard. That celebrating of, I've done it. This is the 10. You're allowed to celebrate yourself, and we can only be of use to community and to society and those that need support if we are whole and recharged ourselves. So give yourself space to do that. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was useful.